Got this question from Eric, um, and his question is: I know email marketing is great and all, but what are some of the best use cases for email marketing? Now that's an awesome question. That's a great question, and I'm going to start by sharing my iPad. And how am I going to do this? Because I'm going to start writing. There you go. Okay, so okay, you can see this. All right. So there are a few things, few areas or so-called few cases where email works is very, very effective. All right. The first one, if you are in a business where you have move this up a bit. Okay. When you're a business which should require long sales cycles, and generally this would be the B2B side. Okay. Or if you're in B2C, you are selling high ticket items. Okay. Now the reason why email is great for this because it allows you to send basically multiple emails or campaigns where you can basically explain each and every one of your features of your product features and benefits, and you can basically take time to send this to slowly build that understanding of your product or services. Okay, so long sales cycle products, high ticket items, email is awesome because how often you want to go live, and then when you go live you can only reach, not everybody is going to watch your live, and even if they watch replay, there's only so much they can take within a half an hour. That's why this particular segment I've decided to bring it down to half an hour so that it's quick and easy because everybody is busy, right? So long sales cycles is one option. The other one is if you need to educate your audience. Okay, these are products which are a little bit more, let's say, complex. For example, stuff like IT security, or you have a new authentication products, for example, or something technical. Okay, so this one, and especially is something that is not commonly used or something revolutionary, for example, that you need to basically tell them the story behind it, to build anticipation, for example, and to build awareness, for example. Okay, so this is at the stage of building awareness. Then emails would be great for you to use in this scenario. Okay, the third one, which I'm sure you have seen this, is for SaaS. All right, software as a service. Most of us, for example, calendars. We have some productivity tools, for example. So what they do in using email is basically for onboarding. Okay, for example, the moment you sign up a trial and they want to take you through some of the features, for example, although on page itself, on a product itself, they may have some tutorials and all those things, but most cases it's good to just repeat the whole process for them. So what you do is you send an email, all right? Okay, and for example, the first email will be, okay, here's your login, here's your, for example, your credentials, and if you're on trial, and then they will tell you basically you're on trial for 14 days, 30 days, or whatever it is. And then the next email will start with maybe the most important features, or they think it's the most important features, and they'll explain to you and take you through and give you a link to go back to your stuff. The idea is by using email is to get you to be familiarized, because end of the day, the value of the SaaS product is if you find it useful and you're using it. Okay, then only you will subscribe, obviously. But if you subscribe for a product and you don't use it, and there's no encouragement from the vendor to actually get you to use it, or some education process, then obviously, in this case, your SaaS product will probably not be taken up. Okay, so onboarding, basically training, for example. And if you have, for example, a membership site, email is also great, because the critical period for membership is basically the first 2 weeks. right? They're excited. They sign up for it. They want to go through all your products, for example, all your tutorials and all these things. But the problem is once they land in, there are so many items or so many products or videos that you have, they get overwhelmed, right? And over time, because they really don't know where to start, and without the support and basically the guidance from your emails, they will find it, although the value, all the content of your memberships, the content inside your membership site is awesome and all this, but there's nobody to guide them, right? It's just like, you go to a massive a theme park, right? You have all the rides and all those things, and if there's no proper guidance as to which one you should start first, or basically say, do you like are you afraid of heights, for example, then they will give you the different rides, for example, or you prefer a thrill seeker, then they will recommend you to go for the roller coaster and all those things. So with that's where email for membership site are useful, because you can then guide them use email as your guide to take them through your membership site, right? Number 4, you want to build authority, right? Or maybe your brand. And for example, what I do is with my newsletter is to share with you tips, and by virtue of doing that, it's basically my way of showing my skills and my way of showing basically my understanding of the area of domain that I choose to be in, which is basically email marketing. So if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, or if you want to basically build an audience for, if you're a book writer, for example, if you have certain things that you want to teach, and emails will be great, because it is, like I say, it's a very low risk. They get to consume your content for free, and if they don't like it, they can always unsubscribe, right? But if they like it over time, when you release your paid products, when you release your books, for example, and that's where it is easier for them to make that decision to buy. Okay, so building authority is one, and then obviously, in this day of COVID, I'm sure you have seen this, e-com sites, right? So e-com sites is not about just doing promotions or selling you the latest stuff. The real value of email, the way I look at it, is basically when you do, when you add to cart, but you didn't buy, or you forgot to buy, or you delayed, right? So email will be used to trigger that reminders for you and says, hey, you left something inside your cart, would you like to continue to purchase, right? Or either, for example, if they browse to a site, okay, these are tied to certain so-called e-com emails. They have this capability that the moment you sign up as a member, and if you go to their website, you browse certain things, they will be able to, there's a cookie that they can track, and then you can actually trigger an email and to tell you, hey, you've looked at this particular item, and by the way, we have a sale coming up, or we have a 30% off. Basically, this is to trigger impulse purchase. Okay, so emails can be used in e-com, can be used this way. Okay, so what else? The third one is, okay, the last one, I do take note that this is not, the exhaustive list, but generally the things that comes to mind immediately when you think about the use of emails, these are the 6 items. Okay, if you are in the business of customer retention, which I think most of you do, right? Okay, and you do cross sells, and you have upsells. So the moment somebody buys something from you, you want to maintain or basically build on that relationship, right? To basically sell them other stuff, to cross-sell other things within your inventory, for example. Okay, so unless I call it, unless you are in the hit and run business, okay, where somebody buys from you one time and basically you know very well that the other will come back to you, or basically to you is you just want to chase the next new customer by running ads and all those things. If you're in that kind of business, which is very obviously unsustainable, but if you're in that kind of business, then obviously emails will be something, it's rather superfluous, right? You probably won't need it. But If you're the type that you want to build on your customers over a long term, to sell them more stuff, to get them to buy more, for example, and that's where email can actually use to basically help you to retain your customers. And because it is obviously 7 times more costly to attain a new customer, so when you have one, you got to treasure them, right? And because it's a vote of confidence, the fact that somebody took out their credit card and pay something from you, irrespective whether it's 100,000 or 1,000 or $1, for example, it is still a vote of confidence on you, on your product and your service. Okay, so it is your responsibility as a business person to actually maintain a relationship so that you can go deeper with them. All right. So with that, Eric, I hope I've answered your question.
Hi, and thanks for watching. If you need my help to set up your email marketing engine for your business, just click on the link here and you see a list of services that will help you grow your leads and sales and also increase your profits through emails. I'm looking forward to working with you soon.